So for today's little experiment, I think what I'll do is cut a rock and then polish it by hand, just using sandpaper, and see if I can't get a better polish on one half of the rock. So here's the rock I've selected for today. Doesn't look like much on the outside, but it's heavy, and I think it contains silver, or fairly heavy in silver and a mixed metal. So let's do some cutting. Not what I expected. So what we have here is mostly Nickeline. Well, let's shine that up, see what happens. So step one, we're going to use 100 grit silicon carbide. Take off some of the marks that were left by the saw blade. Looks good to me and the girls I go out with. Let's move on. Next up is silicon carbide 220. Much finer. And we'll do this wet. Okay, so here's the 400 grit silicon carbide, and this will take a little bit longer. So we're now at about 5 minutes, and certainly is smooth, like a baby's bottom. Now the other thing I'm noticing, which is really interesting, is I can see more of the silver than the nickel at this point. Nickeline. See the water itself gets somewhat black, and one of the reasons to use water is you don't get dust, which you don't want to breathe. But in the actual polishing, it seems to have less scratching and keep the sandpaper cleaner. So at this stage, let's look at the difference between the rocks. See that? Already a major difference, and actually I can feel it. If I run my thumb across that one versus that one, that is smooth. Smooth. Okay, I think I've done about as much with the 400 grit. We're really into polishing now, and this is 600 grit. It's really designed for automotive finishing. Like when you paint your car, you want to just get rid of a little scratch or something, or you want to bring up a high luster in your paint. Well, we'll take advantage of that because we want to bring a high luster out. in our rock. Okay, let's see if this made a difference. Oh yeah. If there was sun out, I think I'd be blinding the camera. I'm loving this. This is so cool. But let's see if we can improve on that. So we'll move up to the 800. Okay, that was just a short time. Is it doing any good? Hard to tell. It's not hurting it. Okay, so I think it's enough of that. Let's go to something that's crazy fine sandpaper. Look at that. 1500 grit. Can hardly feel it. Off my hands anyway. There we go. Oh, you're gonna like this. Oh my God, this is good stuff. I love it. I love it. Look at this. Look what 1500 did. I could probably see myself in it. Well, not quite, but oh, this is good stuff. Wow. Okay, so I think I've done enough with the 1500. Let's take a quick peek. Love it. So I got one more size of paper. 2000. Shoot. After that, I may as well just rub it on. I don't know. A sheet of glass. It is almost smooth. Let's see how that looks. I'm amazed. Hope you are too. Okay, so I think I've done as much as I can with this size of paper. I know there's a 3000 available, but it was not available in my local stores. But I'm pretty happy. Look at that. So what I'm going to do is wash it up. I'll probably rub it down with, I don't know, on a leather cloth or something like that, just to see if I can't burnish it a bit. But once that's done, I'll let it dry. Things are always a little bit nicer when they're wet, said the bishop to the actress. I'm really pleased. So let's wash her up. I'll be back. Before. After. Wow. Turn a gray rock into something I think almost anybody'd like. And then there's the piece that was unpolished, just sliced. Really goes to show. Polishing is a good idea. Now, I'm sure there's some improvements to my process that can be made. I can think of a few that I'll try on other rocks, and I think I'll do some videos on, well, other rocks that have other mineral contents. So, well, this is probably the start of a series. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.